up appetite in the world. You couldn't leave shit around him. He was not to be trusted. You couldn't leave food, pets, or babies around him. Something was really wrong with this fucker. In his early teens, his parents kicked him out the house because he ate any and everything. And not only food, this son bitch ate the silverware. And the fucking thing is, he wasn't even fat. The fucker was my size. He was skinny as hell. His name is Terrari, born in the 1700s. Eventually, he became a French showman. Motherfuckers paid this fool to eat anything. This son bitch ate live snakes, live lizards. He swallowed apples whole. And this motherfucker even ate big ass rocks. Not just any rocks, fucking train track rocks. You gotta be a bad motherfucker to eat a train track rock. You know how big them fucking rocks is? Bro, this son bitch even ate trash. Not only that, they let this fucking fool in the military.
So this is an example I want to share with you guys because I talk to you guys all the time about sins of the spirit and beings, human beings having to reap karmic seeds sown by the spirit and not necessarily only based on what we ourselves have done. So this man in this video just mentioned a man from the 1700s named Terrari. First of all, I want to touch on the fact that 1700s is referenced, right? This is a number. 17 is a number, essentially, of someone navigating the realm of 7, right? And trying to attain balance, or they are navigating the realm of 7 because of karmic energies that need to be balanced. So when we're talking about Terrari, we are talking about a being who I actually recognize because it's closely related to my personal myth, the myth or the mythology associated with my spirit, and that is the being called Demeter. So more 3D people, or people in 13 energy, right, may not really understand this concept and the fact that we do align with certain spirits, and those spirits influence the things we have to endure, ultimately form our karmic paths, right? Based on their doings, based on their behavioral patterns and their MO. And it is the champion of that spirit that is able to recognize those energies, hone those energies, and overcome the negative aspects of those energies. So it sounds like to me that Terrari's spirit was Erisicthon, a being that the goddess Demeter cursed with insatiable hunger, because he angered her, because he cut down the trees in her sacred grove. Demeter was a wrathful goddess, with reason. She was always targeted. She was always opposed. She was betrayed, right? She was rejected on many occasions. And she had a heavy heart. And because of this heavy heart, when people made her angry, she didn't think twice before bestowing horrific curses upon them. And yes, it's obviously easiest to recognize these energies when it's a blatant situation like this, right? Someone consuming random objects and live animals and things without without limits is obviously a more obvious karmic situation. But every single one of us aligns with a certain spirit that is associated with various religious myths, or religious stories, or just mythology in general, okay? I say in many of my videos, the name meaning holds so much energy and so much importance. So you could also look into the meaning of Terrari to gain additional insight as to this being's karmic path. But you also pay attention heavily to the MO. What is the nature of this being? What are the key points as far as their behavior? And you can learn a lot. And I did attempt to look up the meaning of Terrari, and unfortunately, they don't think it was his birth name. So there will be limitations as far as that being a prominent energy influence. But this is how it works, you guys. Energies influence us. Many different energies. We all have our own primary energies, right? But this is what we're up against. So when we lack awareness and we're not aware of these battles, it's hard to break free.